Well, hey folks, beautiful morning, central New York. Gonna head down the railroad tracks here. Gonna head down to the Lost Village down here a ways. I don't know, it's probably, I think it's almost 2 miles down that way, and do a little detecting. We've detected there before, but I've always had the feeling there's something good there, so figure I'd get out a little bit before the rain today. It's supposed to rain about 2 o'clock, they're saying, so let's get out and do a little bit of detecting. I was planning on going someplace else, but I looked at the weather and decided to just do this. Okay, we came up these tracks a ways, came up this way. 2 miles about. My buddy lives over there on the other side of the highway. I know that his house is 2 miles from town, so nice little walk this morning. Beautiful morning. You'd never know that it was February. But there's a few sites in here. There's one up in here and a couple more down that way, so let's just get up in here and maybe find a deer shed or two while we're out detecting, huh? It's that time of year to look for them. All right, let's get up here and start swinging. Wish me luck. All right, here's one of the foundations. I believe this to be an old barn though, just the way it's built. Looks like the front end was open. That's typically how they built a lot of barns back in the day, and still today in some places. But there's one of the old foundations. I poked around here a little bit. Old shotgun shell and a bullet. So we're gonna swing around here a little bit more, and then we'll head down to the other spot, see what we can find down there. Beautiful day though, beautiful day. Okay, we got a high 60s, jumping down to the 50s, up to the 70s, so it might be something that's plated. Let's dig this up. I'll bring you back when I'm closer and see what it is. Well, it's just a hunk of iron. You can see it there. See how it's kind of got a round shape to it. That round shape will throw detectors off every time. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, I've been swinging around. I came up the other side of this little creek. There used to be a foundation, I thought, right here on the creek someplace, if I remember, 20, 25 years ago when I was there, when I was here, and I remember it, but I can't quite find it. I think the creek might have washed away. So I've been just poking around looking for iron targets to help me pinpoint exactly where the location was. I can't find it so far, but I had a 70s target right here, and I plucked it out of the hole. But we have something around right here. It might be a coin. It looks like a coin. And it looks like it's been railroad flattened. Yep, sure enough, it looks like it's been flattened by the railroad. I do believe that's a coin. Can't see anything on it. Gonna have to maybe get it under the microscope later. But the railroad was built here in 1869. So we don't know what that is. Oops, I dropped it. Okay, we got a flattened coin. That's the second rare flattened coin I've ever found. The other one was a 2-cent piece that I wrapped into a bracelet and gave to a couple of my friends. Oh, it looks like, almost see the wreath of an Indian head right there. Can't really tell though. We'll take a look at that later, but that's a good find. Alright. Well, we didn't find much of anything up in there again. We never really do up there. Probably the coolest thing I ever found up there was an old powder flask, black powder flask from the 1860s, parts of it anyway. I never found the actual cap to it, And then I found an old wedding ring up there, and I gave it to a nice old lady that lives in town. She told me that her father was born in one of those places up there, and I ended up giving her the ring. She appreciated it. It's pretty cool. But right now we're standing, I believe this is the old road right here. See it right here? The old road that went up into there. But anyways, I think we're about done detecting for the day unless we go someplace else. But right now I just want to come down here to the creek and look around, see if there's any deposits in there. Maybe we could work up some gold. Let's go down there and have a look. Well, I decided to just sit and take a little break here. Nice trout hole. Unfortunately, you can't see in it like I can with these polarized glasses. Does that help? Not really. But I'm sitting here taking a break. I noticed we have some bank beavers here. You can see the pile of sticks over there. Right over there, all the pile of sticks, and then you can see the holes in the bank. See them? They're going up and living in the bank. I don't know if they're here anymore, but they could be. Nice little creek though. I spent many days fishing this creek when I was younger, and my whole life actually. I haven't been fishing a lot. Past few years I've been more into prospecting, but yep, spent a lot of time on this creek, caught some nice trout out of here. Well, look at this. I started making my way back down the creek again. I think we might have a Native American tool here. Look at that. You can see how it's all ground flat. Kind of a gouge in there where they were grinding. I'm not positive, but to me that definitely looks like some kind of tool. I pulled it up out of here, or out of that hole, so maybe the other half is in there. Let me do some digging down in there and see. Let me wash this baby off. I'm not positive that it's a native tool, but I'm gonna have to get some expertise on that, ask some questions around, but I believe it might be. See that? Pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna dig down in there, see if we can find the other half of it. Probably not, but we can't leave without trying, right? Alright, I dug down in there. I didn't see the other half of it. I'm gonna ask around about that though. I'm pretty sure it's something native. I could be wrong, but you don't typically see any stones form like that naturally. Alright, I'll let you know. Once I find out, I'll let you know. Pretty cool. Okay, that coin. See it down here? Kind of flattened out like I was saying. You can tell it's an Indian head. You see the, what's called the headdress right there? Well, let's look at a picture in the red book. See the headdress on there? Okay, we're gonna try to get the date out of there. We're gonna see if we can pull the date up out of there. Got some Andres pencils. Give that a little cleaning, see if we can get a date. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I think we got it cleaned up enough to pull a date off. I see a 1901 here. If it'll focus. It's an Indian head, so we know it's not an 1801 or anything. But you can see the 0 and the 1. 1901 Indian head. And what I've done to clean that is I've used these Andre pencils. They work pretty good for cleaning coins. They got graphite ends. This brass one there, I use this on artifacts but not coins because it is too aggressive when cleaning. And then these are just like, just a little bristle on the end there. I don't recommend ever cleaning any coins. Don't ever clean any coins unless the need to identify them or pull a date off. That's the only time it's necessary to clean a coin, because you will devalue it. 1901 Indian head. Hey, before you guys go, remember the New Year's Eve camping video? Remember I said this was cannabis candy? Look. That might explain a few things.